Now, like any standard internet hoodlum, you know, a brigand, a flat cap, a tactical gentleman, a bit of a scallywag, you know, a little punch on the arm.
We get it.
A rogue, sitting in my study with my dark oak-colored desk, taking pictures of my EDC pieces with my A7R. I'm really elevating the EDC video genre. I don't do unboxings, I do partner reveals.
Hey man's the A7R gun. Who makes it? Cause all I'm seeing is a lame ass camera when I Google it. That's what my Android's for.
Now, I don't know who that guy is, but I take a look at a gravity knife like the Reate Exo and I fall in love. My artisan bourbon lifestyle mulling over its exquisitely milled titanium. I get mushy over it, you know? Although some of that may have been pee. Anyway, Blade Ops loaned me the Exo to get all gross and sticky over, and by the time they hear this, they'll already have it back. Anyway, the Exo has gotten a big upgrade, as in Reate added stuff they probably should have from the beginning. But what internet knife person doesn't love see a good video about a version 2.0? Gives them stuff to do. We need their content. You know, a little bit of a redemption arc like the old one. You know, it was really a good knife, but this new one they also really like it, but it's that much better. You know, you got some improvements. So let's look at the dimensions. So as like an influencer, what sorts of beers are we into now? Are IPAs played out? Are we currently doing sours, or is it the flavored shit? I mean, other than the bourbon, you know, I love myself a good bourbon like a man would, a Alpha, Internet John Wayne, Charles Bronson, Chuck Norris, Roundhouse Kicks, Suppressors, Coors Light. Sorry, that's part of my morning punch myself in the face, you know, mirror word association routine. It helps me get ready for the day. I'm working on a whole video series about it. Okay, gravity knives. Ooh, I need to work that into the routine. The blade here is a dagger, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm now twice as likely to cut myself, and that's pretty fun. There are many options, as you might assume, for blades, and if you guessed there'd be a Tanto, you'd also be right. I don't see a full serrated option. That's kind of a shame, because you know there's not a zero amount of dudes who would be into this knife that also wouldn't like a full serrated. Now, blade steel here is 3V. You might hear it referred to as a semi-stainless like D2, but it's a little more resistant to staining. Nothing wrong with that. But why you're buying this knife is the fidgetability, which is maxed out on this one. Now, the prior version didn't have a lock. Not that my alpha followers need one, but the new version does, you know, make it a little safer for you alphas out there. You don't want to hurt yourself. You can hard use the thing all day now. Now, when it is locked, it can't be deployed or closed. Now, since this is a loaner, I did not hammer it into a tree, but if you have one, I'd encourage you to test it yourself and let me know in the comments how well it worked. And if it broke, oh, shit, man, that's a shame. Now, to this knife, there is some rattle. You know, I did a little reel about it, and somebody was like, I said, oh, big improvements. They're like, oh, does it have blade player rattle? Yeah, I get it. You were trying to be cute. There is rattle, okay? I expect it. Part of the charm of the category of delinquent knives is the rattle and the blade play. You're a little rough around the edges yourself. Your little poker and Peaky Blinders club is definitely not a no grills allowed version of a knitting club, is it? No, sir. Anyway, I've handled the first Exo and at one show, okay, and I liked it a great deal. Not enough to buy it, but it was cool. You know, it's like $300 is a real hard sell for me these days. Of course, that's the regular Exo, and this is the Exo M. The Exo M is a little bit smaller than the full size. Although honestly, the lock and the clip are big improvements in its pocketability and usefulness. Now you can use it for pocket knife stuff too, and not just show off your friends in the Waffle House parking lot. I mean, you can still do that. You know, Brandon and Levi like knives too. They want to see it. $275. I didn't even pay that for my lift, bro. It's pretty cool though. The handle's comfortable. I don't know what you'd exactly be using this for other than an expensive letter opener. However, you could squeeze it real hard and envision hard use, you know, like a good tabletop review artist. And when I did that, didn't reveal a ton of hot spots. You know, going through some of the hypothetical grips, you know, you got to go through your scenarios, imagine them. You know, maybe the clip, you can kind of feel it in your palm if you squeeze it there. And the rear top corner is ever so pointy and some palm meat. That's a little nitpicky. You don't nitpick your gravity knives. You enjoy the stitches. And you know what? I really love this. I think the black micarta inlays here are a bit drab, but man, with some Damascus inlays, you could show off how careless you are with your money. Like a fart pipe on your Civic or an automatic watch. Yeah, I said it. No one cares about your watch or knives except weirdos on the internet. Comparisons. First, the Paramilitary 2. Just a regular old everyday carry knife. I guess if you need a gimmick, isn't a compression lock like a little fun and gimmicky? That was a pretty good one. like the good kind of gimmick, a special something. Mainly, when I'm interested in a pocket knife, it has that special something. You don't really know what it is. Sometimes it's the look, sometimes it's the lock, sometimes it's the scarcity. Rarely it's the steal for me. It's never the steal for me. For the paramilitary too, I like the look, the lock, and the overall size, for an everyday carry. It's about the perfect pocket knife for most people. I'm not talking about just the internet niche people either, like us, just regular old people. Now the Deadlock Model B, very fidgetable as it's an out the front. Unique looks, unique clip, very scarce, very expensive. I believe I have over-articulated my thoughts on this knife by now. And the Factor. There's a new Factor out. I got the old stinky one. Nah, it's not stinky. It's nice. It just doesn't have the milling, and the fancy clip. And I love this one too. It has a unique lock and deployment mechanism and an unusual look. I like it. All the knives here have that, that special something. Again, it's not something you can articulate, but it's just not your standard pocket knife. Or maybe they are your standard pocket knives if you're into that, okay? Now the ProTech Don. I believe they made a clip version of this for a while, but this one has a sans clip. Great, clean reimagining of a classic design like a stiletto. It's just absolutely wonderful. Okay. This has been a very uplifting segment, hasn't it? I don't think I've said anything negative in this video. Thanks to Blade Ops for the loaner. I would like to buy one of these. Maybe not now's the time for me, but they're great, and I do prefer the new editions because fuck if I want to carry this in a holster like the old version. These should be released again soon. I got this knife too quick to make a video when the last batch dropped at Blade Ops, but the idea is to time this to the next drop. I was like, hey man, can I get this so I can do a video about it? Because I really want to, and I know it's a popular knife and I like it. Anyway, make sure you follow the link below the video to check it out when you do. Just gotta find time to edit this thing because all I got is time, So yeah, to the patrons, they make this possible, Gotta do some filler words in here so I can do my little 4 videos at the end. I'm sure you've seen those before. I gotta do it after I show the patrons because if I cover the patrons up with the videos, they're gonna get real mad and unpatron me. So I think we're here. Like, subscribe, comment. Thanks for watching. Maybe have a little filler here at the end. Okay, have a good evening. Bye-bye. Love you.